Radical.
Welcome to part 3 of Radical Rapid Fire Comment Response for June 6th through June 12, 2022. Short comments, quick replies. The Celtics did play some good defense on Steph, and he still made the contested three. There's nothing you can really do when he's hot like that. Yeah, when Steph is cold, which is rare. He was cold one of the games, 0 for 9. When he's cold, but that doesn't happen that often. When he's hot, though, boy, he's hot. I'm talking about making those long threes. What are you going to say? He's the greatest shooter the NBA has ever seen. He's the greatest shooter of all time. But, you can get to him. You can double him. You can try to do what you can. But, yeah, when you got, like, hands, right there, and he's still making the threes, he's still pump faking, he's still doing the side steps, there's nothing you can really do. There's nothing the Celtics could do. GD doesn't give you a right to mock the guy on the internet publicly, talking about Alpha Omega Sin. Honestly, dude, everyone deals with stuff differently, except apparently you seem to be the perfect 1%. No, I'm not the perfect 1%. And 1% would not be perfect. Perfect would be 100%. Because if you're the 1%, you're only 99% perfect, I guess, then you'd be 100% perfect. I'm far from perfect. Both online, both on YouTube and in real life, I'm far from perfect. So you're wrong on that. I'd never claim to be the perfect 1%. When it comes to mocking, when it comes to satire, I mean, that's something that, comedians do. That's something a lot of people do, right? Yeah. So everyone deals with stuff. Yeah. So just because someone deals with stuff, I'm like, I've had deaths. I've had friends and family members pass away. Everyone does. So does that mean because Alpha deals with some people passing away in his family, he is immune to satire? I don't think it does, but, mock the guy on the internet publicly. Let me see. Has Alpha Omega Sin ever mocked gaming companies publicly on their internet, though? I'm curious. Didn't he mock Ardina Sarkeesian on the internet? Like, hasn't he done some of that? So to anyone that comes here and claims that, I'm a terrible person for mocking Alpha Omega Sin, I'm not e-begging number one, and I never left my audience for years without any kind of explanation. So think about that there, GD. Retro Rough Riders. Laugh out loud, the plunder and treasures too much now for Alpha Omega Sin not to come back. He has all the bells and whistles turned on. By bells and whistles, you mean like the super thanks. The weird thing about Alpha is he will come back, and then he'll leave, and he'll come back, and then he'll leave. He always makes sure to up the e-begging when he comes back. It's like he comes back and he turns on join. Then he leaves. Then he comes back and he turns on super thanks. It's like I forgot this way of e-begging. But, it's just... even like the other e-beggars are looking at him like, man, part of this whole e-begging scam is to upload things to YouTube. You're not uploading things to YouTube. And he's like, oh, okay, I forgot. So I need to upload. Yeah, you douchebag. To be a proper e-beggar, you need to upload. So, bells and whistles. He doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. The weird thing is he goes away for 3 years, comes back, and then his uploads are like exactly the same. And the weird thing is his audience just eats that stuff up. They're just happy he's back. But, maybe in another 3 years, if he, comes back, then again, maybe he'll actually increase his editing abilities or use some of that begged up money into super thanks to actually hire some kind of an editor. I don't know. I'm just saying his uploads are, not fancy. And this is coming from a guy that just talks into a phone and then uploads it. I'm not impressed with Alpha. Red Stress 97. With him not uploading in eons, you would think the YouTube algorithm would ignore him and his view count be next to nothing, right? Talking about Alpha. I don't know about the YouTube and their algorithms. I know a little bit. I know that sometimes if you get a lot of views and they'll start recommending your uploads to other people. It could be that people were actually still maybe searching his name and then they were watching some of his other uploads. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe it's that if you have a channel with a certain size, YouTube will always give you some attention. Like I have some uploads that have passed maybe 50,000 views. And even if I don't talk about them or mention them, they will still get comments occasionally. So maybe that's YouTube actually just, judging uploads by the view count. Because we all damn well know YouTube doesn't judge uploads by their quality. It judges uploads just by the numbers. YouTube is a machine that just judges channels by the numbers. It's Frank. This is the type of guy who beats the shit out of homeless people when they ask him for change. You left this comment on one of my Modern Vintage Gamer uploads, and I thought, what? I've never heard of Modern Vintage Gamer beating a homeless person up. I was confused. But then you meant talking about me, and I didn't really understand it, because I listened to it again, and I don't think I was talking about you beating up Modern Vintage Gamer or any homeless people. I would do neither. I have differences with, things like e-bagging, and I don't like e-bagging, and sometimes I speak on those differences. I think Modern Vintage Gamer is, he's a good channel, probably, a good guy in real life. I'm guessing. I don't know much about him. But yeah, when it comes to homeless people, specifically homeless, disabled veterans or whatever, I don't understand this. And then I think I talked to you further, and I corrected you and you apologized, but no, that's just, are there people out there that would actually beat up a homeless person or someone like a YouTuber that asked them for money? That's just kind of messed up, really. AGT, Comics Brand. He already made 2 videos, so I'm guessing that the next one will be after the Capcom showcase, then the next in a few years. Did he already upload 2? Ah, well, he's upped his production. Well, not his production, like I said. He's upped his output, hasn't he? I'm quite impressed, But the weird thing is, he did this last time, didn't he? In 2019, he uploaded 2 or 3, and then he left. The weird thing is, Alpha Mega Sin is like that deadbeat dad that just comes by to talk to his kids, meaning his a lot of his stupid subscribers. He comes by to talk to his kids, for a day or 2. Then he leaves for a couple years. And then he comes back. He's like, "Hey, sport, how you been? Where have you been? Oh, we had to go watch beat 'em ups while you was away. Where did you go?" Is that accurate? I don't know. Lizzie, Izzy Jane. Asmon's total audience is close to 1 million people. He's the most viewed streamer of Blizzard games, mostly WoW, on Twitch by far, and maybe YouTube as well. If 1% of those people avoid spending $20 on a game because of him, then Blizzard loses $200,000. There's more to your comment, but I get it. I understand it. You actually say he shows integrity by criticizing the company or whatever. I say this. Okay, so he has a problem with Blizzard. This Asmagol, whatever his name is, has a problem with Blizzard. Yet, he is the most popular streamer of their games. So he's showing integrity by spending money in their games. I see it as him basically just stamping Blizzard all over his big face. By not only continuing to stream their games, but, spending money in the games to show you how terrible it is.